got going on? Every time you see me, got a new chain, new ring, new watch. Mr. Baby Stunna, aka 1200 money. You already know. This money on me, all this money on me, this money on me. I got all blue hundreds on me, call that blue cheese. Money on me, all this money on me, this money on me. I got all blue hundreds on me, call that blue cheese. That blue cheese ain't no salad dressing, but it keep me dripping. Welcome back to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Slider Got No Lie.
Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
Man, we got a special guest, man. Appreciate you coming through. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them who you are. Tell them what you got going on. Every time you see me, got a new chain, new ring, new watch. Mr. Baby Stunna, aka 1200 money. You already know what's good. Man, what's good? Appreciate you coming out, man. Come on, man. The first time we seen Baby Stunna, man,
pull up.
It was definitely at the movie premiere, man. It was like, you know what I'm saying? He was in the movie first time. He said, as an actor, you had a good role. You played a good role. I was like, damn. Man, you see, it was a good movie, man. If you didn't see it, it's The Lot. Go check it out.
Check it out. SCKMediaTV.com. The Lot.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Man, so go ahead and let's go and get a backstory. You go ahead and tell them how you grew up and where you grew up at.
I'm gonna give you the real, like, my mom is from New Jersey. So she moved down here when she was probably about 16. My father from Southeast. So it's like it's a weird combo. You know what I'm saying? It's
East Coast though.
It's still East Coast. You know, my dad living super fast. You know what I'm saying? I was always like hood rich. I always like had. I grew up. That's why I said that's what we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit stems from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of growing up like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where kind of like my name, the Baby Stunna, come from. Because it's like my father named Big Mike. I'm Lord Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I was the only child. I got a little brother, but for a long time I was the only child, getting whatever I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Everything I wanted. Nigga, leather jackets, chains, like a lot of this shit, a lot of the Jordans and shit I see now. It's like you know what I'm saying? I don't even really, you know, I don't really like. It's just like sometimes I be looking like, damn, like I really put the same shit on that I had that shit.
You had first editions.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but just to give you fast forward, you know, my pops, he did a little time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them uncles did a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them from the city. You know, kind of growing up, like, my mom, she was living in Suitland, like when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? And Chillum. Shout out Chillum Heights, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my homies around there. You know what I'm saying? And Suitland, all my homies around Hill Park, you know what I'm saying? They already know what to do, you know what I'm saying? But I was living in Suitland, and like, you know, like my 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? But I was going to school in D.C. You know what I'm saying? I always grew up in D.C. I played football in D.C. My dad actually was working in the school system, you know what I'm saying? Like, not the school system, but like working for the school system. So it's like, I was always in the city. I was always uptown. I was always around certain parts of Northwest, you know what I'm saying? Like, by default, because my dad worked in these areas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making friends, I'm playing football. I'm pulling up to school. I want to go to their schools because I'm already acclimated in their schools, and it's like, damn, I don't even want to. Yeah, so it's like exactly, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that happened for a long time. I played for different football teams, you know what I'm saying? So I got like super popular. I was real good at football, you know what I'm saying? But my 7th grade, my 7th, 8th grade, my father did he didn't end up getting incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? So
how much time did your father do?
He came home, I probably was like 17. I had to be like 11 or something when he went in, you know what I'm saying? So,
how did that
16.
Because you say he was getting everything. Did that change, like the money?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it was like my dad, you got to think about it, like when I was playing football, and there's people out here today that's still alive, they can vouch. It was like my people on my football team, like, you know, a lot of them, they would come to my house. After the football game, my father would buy everybody Jordans. Everybody. Anybody was at my house, this a fact. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Anybody watching this dead tell me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's a real man. Shout out to your father.
Yeah, everybody loved him. You know, so all my homies, everybody loved him. Everybody knows him. They love him. Their parents, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because he came up like without a dad, and you know what I'm saying, kind of like not his privilege. His mom, my grandmother, definitely worked. You know what I'm saying, for sure. But it's like
he made sure he did his man shit.
You know what I'm saying? Again, he ain't working. He didn't work, but he didn't have no dad. So it's like, you know, a lot of the shit that he probably wanted as a kid. You know, he said, you know what? I know they would probably want this shit because he wasn't having this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So So he's seen that he come from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like I was around the trenches, but I don't come from the struggle. I don't come from struggle. You know what I'm saying? I respect it though. You know what I'm saying? But again, my father was a hustler. I got whatever the fuck I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But again, my aunties, uncles, everybody like the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in the fucking hood. You know what I'm saying? With the fly shit on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but it was still like after he got locked up, it was like, oh yeah, it's man time. Like, you know, this niggas, he can't. You know what I'm saying?
So he was gone from 11 to 17.
Probably like 11 to 16.
16.
Yeah, 17. No, I'm not 16.
Did your life change? Did you start going and start getting back, getting in the streets? Or like you say you kind
You know,
of
it was funny because it was like
you try to avoid it because you know some people just jump like fuck. I ain't got it now.
Yeah, nah, but you know what? Thinking back now, it was like because again, it's like my best friend. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like my father just let me cuss all this shit. Like when I was young, bro. Like he was taking me to the clubs, all this shit, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I remember like I'm in the club pictures with this man. I'm young as fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like he was that type of dude. Like me and my god brothers, he would leave me like he would have different spots and like he would leave me and my god brothers in the house for fucking days and weeks and days and just drop us food off and leave us money and just be gone. Or we'd go to my god brother's house. He just drop us over there. He just pull up one day, drop us money or drop us food off and be gone. Call, y'all need something, y'all good? Like, it'd be free. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like we kind of, me and my god brothers, like them like my real brothers. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, did it affect me? It did affect me because again, you gotta think like he went in jail at the time. It was like that's when you really needed a father. Like when you 11, going up and
teenagers.
So it, you know what I'm saying? It's because again, he tried to. I mean, he tried to hide certain shit from me, but it was like certain shit was just like it was just.
You ain't tell me I can see you already from
bro, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? It was different, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was different going to school. Like everybody knew. Like everybody knew. Like my father, he the type, I would be at school, he would bring my dirt bike after school. Everybody's watching me. So you already know, like everybody watching me ride my dirt bike and shit around school. Like, so he would say, nah, man, let them ride. Let them ride. He brought another joint. He would come out there, let them ride.
At the same time, I feel like that teach you not like to make people hate you and envy you.
But also taught
me,
me, like, you know what I'm saying, when I'm around my friends and I got some, I'm giving niggas whatever I got. I want for me, I want for you what I want for myself. That's what he always told me. You always say what you want for your brother, what you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that always stuck me. But it affected me, you know what I'm saying? It made me stronger. It made me realize I had to, you know what I'm saying? It was certain shit that even if he still was around, I still had to deal with certain shit. I still had to learn certain shit on my own. I still had to bump my head, you know what I'm saying? But I talked to him one time and he made sure I was good. Like, I mean, you know, even when he came home, everything was...
You miss a beat.
No.
Yeah, that's how I beat.
No.
That's how I beat. Did you start, what you started with first? You started rapping with it? Did you start rapping when you went in or you started rapping before? I was
rapping before he went in. Because he used to take me to the studio.
Okay.
So, how I got into rapping was my godbrother. Shout out Adon. His name is Adon DC. But my man, rest in peace to my brother Diddy. And he just passed away in May. So rest in peace to my nigga Diddy. I miss you, Chad. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I know he'd be proud to even see me in the movie. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get a chance to see me in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, but he knew this shit was coming over. But it was like me and him was like super close. It's like he was like my older brother. You know what I'm saying? So, but my father loved him. Like that was like he loved him like because my godbrother didn't have no dad. You know what I'm saying? He was like the son that he didn't have. Like you know what I'm saying? So they connected on different levels. But it was like that's my older godbrother. So he instilled certain shit in him too. You know what I'm saying? But he was older. So I'm riding around with him. I'm drinking, strippers, like he pimping, all this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So like I was around with pimping hoes at a young age. So it's like, you know, I was saying, I was just saying different shit. Like you know what I'm saying? But to go back to the rapping shit, me and him, I would always rap around him. Again, his mom's my godmother. You know what I'm saying? She has 5 godsons. I'm the youngest godson. Her and my mom broke up. You know what I'm saying? So again, all of them went to high school. So it's like they all grew up. They older. They already got their life going on. They older. I'm just the youngest one. You know what I'm saying? So like they looking at me like, man, leave him. He ain't probably come smoke with us. He got none of this. All that. They should be on that. Like, but I'm grown as shit though. I'm like, what the fuck y'all niggas? I ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta hang with y'all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta hang with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But they was really responsible. They was real men. Like they was real men. They wasn't like, no, we ain't about to be doing that with you, bro. We grown as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now I look at them like I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But going forward, it was like my godmom, she was like super just, I don't want to say rich, but you know what I'm saying, just real,
Right.
super good. You know what I'm saying? Big ass houses, super good. So I will always have a summer job. You know what I'm saying? Since I was probably like 11, so I always had money. Even I'm in the hood with money because I'm working at a young age. You know, I ain't really doing no real hard work, but she's still on. You come to work, you're not staying at home all day sleeping. You're working, like. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go back run your way, nigga. But you about to learn something though. So it was always like that. So you gotta think I'm 11, 12, walking around, money in my pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at that same job I was working, my older daughter, one of my the one who rocked eight on, he was working at that same building. The other ones were working at different. She had different contracts with different businesses. You know what I'm saying? So we just so happened to be at that same one. And my godbrother that died, rest in peace, thing. He would always like come in there late or just awesome, just wild goofy shit. And it was his mother's business, so she would curry shit like, nah, nigga, you fired. Fuck out of here. Like, yeah, like type shit. Like, nigga, if you do the same shit, I'ma fire you too. Like curry shit, you know what I'm saying? So me and him got, you know what I'm saying? He was like real like he even to this day he's still just like, you know what I'm saying? Like not standoffish, but just like, you know what I'm saying, one of them. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really clicked like that when I first met him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's older, he from like a different part of town, so you know, it's just different, you know what I'm saying? You know, he looking at me like, nigga,
You're a kid to me.
nigga, you're a kid to me. You're a kid to me, like straight up, nigga. I'm a 13, 14, nigga, you dumb as fuck, like
kid.
the whole time. But so I rap for him though. I don't know how I got to rap for him. He was like, oh nah, nigga, you gotta come to my studio. You got a fucking studio? What the fuck? Oh shit!
I got this talent. You got a studio. We ain't saying shit to each other.
Listen, so it was weird because it was like, you know, at the time I'm like, damn, this nigga's lit. What the fuck? This nigga's actually a young black man doing like what he wants to do. Yeah, he's working, you know what I'm saying? But nigga rapping, he get to go home and rap. I'm like, I thought that shit was like the dopest shit in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got his girl up with her, so I'm like, this nigga rapping, ain't got his girl up. What the fuck, like, this nigga turn.
This nigga really a rapper.
Bruh. But you know what I'm saying? He really was, because it happened to, he so happened to just like be putting up albums. His people's working BET, so he was getting book shows and all this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm 14, 15, recording music. I recorded my first song when I was 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? So real ad-lib. This before the shit was real quick to do. You had to actually sit there and wait for your shit to get mixed in.
Yeah, we know.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how I got into rapping. And he actually, the first person to tell me, like, yo, like, you can do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And again, we don't, coming from Washington D.C. in specific, there was really no outlets. Like we like the outlets. We just started, and I'm grateful for them. We just started getting we just started getting the praise and that we deserve. Just as a recent, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We got it. We got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, you know what I'm saying, I was still trying to just find my way as a man, just as a young man.
So it was to me, rappers all here, you had like in a go-go band, most likely.
Right. But, you know, in my neighborhood, again, just me, I was actually, like I said, my mom living in Suitland. My best friend is living in Surfing Quarters, you know what I'm saying? I'm 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to school in D.C. too, so I'm on a basketball team. All my friends are going back on the way. I gotta go back on suit. I'm just like, I ain't about to keep going back.
Yeah.
They're like, man, you need to come out.
Man, you missing everything. Tell you stories every day.
It's lit. I'm around here now. Fuck all that. I'm going. I'm not getting on the train like, you know what I'm saying? And my mother like, where you at? I'm like, you know, I'm on time. She said, okay, cool, you go, you know what I'm saying? So she knew I was like at basketball practice and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think she knew. You know what I'm saying? When I was into
the activities.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But again, my mother, a real one. She was like, listen, if you don't want to go to school, tell me. You don't have to do all the extra shit and skip. Just tell me I'm gonna go to school, you ain't gotta go.
Man,
And so it was like that.
man,
You know what I'm saying? Like my mother, like man, and it was like again, my mother is like this. So it's like she the type like, man, listen, I don't want you out there smoking nobody weed. Da 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 da. You don't know, nigga. Do this. You want to smoke? You want to smoke in the house?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it's like that's how I grew up. I didn't grow up like just. My mother always supported me. My mother always supported me. Like came to my first show.
How was that like? The first show?
You know, I wanna give it just like a backstory, like, because we're gonna get into that.
All right, go ahead.
We're gonna get into that. Okay. I'm going back to be going around my way. So now I'm around here. I'm having friends. I'm having a girl from around here. My daughter's mom is from around here. So now I'm really around here. You know what I'm saying? So this goes on for years and years and years and years and years. You know, so now, you know, I'm still doing my rap thing on my God, brother. Right? So I'm still living my life back and forth from Suitland to here. You know what I'm saying? I went to school in DC. Like I told you, I went to Marriott. It's a charter school in DC. I was most popular, best dressed, all this type shit. Played in the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? So that also is like, again, you know what I'm saying? In the streets, I was always popular. You know what I'm saying? I never did. I got a hell of a face, but I never took nothing from nobody. I never did nothing credit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I had it kind of easy. You know what I'm saying? Just however, whatever that means.
No, I won't say. I feel like it's like your life. Just live it right. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I told you my dad was still a certain shit. Like, nah, we don't.
Real principles people don't got these days.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fast forward, I'm still coming back and forth around there. So again, this is a real neighborhood. You know what we're talking about.
I know.
But not certain quarters, but townhouse. So now I'm living. So now I'm at. This is where I'm stationed at townhouse. But you know, every time I walk in this building, it's like 1,000 motherfuckers. I mean, I'm just like, these niggas decent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm knowing certain motherfuckers. But it's, again, I'm a younger guy.
Yeah.
These niggas old. Like nigga like this nigga looking at you. Yeah.
You're a kid. Yeah, I don't know you. Who right now? That's my man right there.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but everybody knew who I was, but they didn't know who I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. So again, I'm like 17, 16, 17. We grown ass men. So long story short, I forget. Again, we all in the same boat. So my man, his name's Well on the Badge. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, we together every day, doing whatever we doing every day. So I'm rapping around him. He's like, you need to go talk about my man. He make beats. I'm just like, oh yeah, man. He says, "Now I knew he was talking about." I was like, "No, I ain't about to, I'm not." You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go. I'm not about to go.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, not even that. But it was just like like I said, like I told you, I was before this. Like I'm just a certain way. I'm just.
Yeah.
Especially I'm a little younger back then. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that for real. Like you know what I'm saying. But one day I went to the studio, like, and I dropped this hot ass song, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga gotta hit this shit.
So you finally went to.
I'm like, he gotta hit this shit. Fuck that. I'm not gonna nigga door. Look, I'm not the nigga door. I swear to God, I'm not the nigga door. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, that nigga CD and I slid. Right. So fast
You ain't say shit.
I ain't say shit. I ain't say shit. That's my nigga Flacco. My nigga Flacco. He can tell you like. So, now mind you. You know, it's like protocol and certain shit, and it's like like when I say protocol, I mean like you just can't walk up to this person and talk to the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to, hey, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So my man, his man was one of my older homies. He's like, man, I want you to come right now. But I'm gonna talk to him. Like, yeah, I heard this. All right, listen. I swear to God, bro, I knew this nigga was gonna call me back, bro. I knew he was gonna say like. Something, like, you know what I'm saying? So, after that day, bro, we just, like, spend my twin, like, and this nigga older nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? So, now this nigga, like, the older nigga, but all the influence, you know what I'm saying? So, at that time, I remember, I'm in his house one day and shit, so this dude come by and shit, black ass nigga, ain't say shit. The nigga was like, hey, man, money, man, rap with this nigga. I'm like, huh? I ain't rapping, nigga, they got a camera. They got the camera, but you gotta think, bro. Like, I'm the type of nigga I always love attention. Nigga, I rap to the camera that had no battery left on the bitch.
Damn.
Yeah, one of them. Niggas was like, nigga went to the studio the next morning. I'm talking about empty morning time. 8:30, 9 a.m. in the morning, nigga.
Probably when they bed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nigga, them niggas was like, oh nah, them niggas was figuring that shit out. And we hood niggas.
I
You know what I'm saying? So at that point,
just
you
went
know,
to bed.
off the rip, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, again, I'm a younger guy. I'm 17. I'm fucking with other niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I still got my friends. They my age, you know what I'm saying? They would. So again, you gotta think about I'm fucking my niggas and I'm fucking older niggas, you know what I'm saying? So now it's all like, damn, I'm meeting different people. They fuck with my music, but I ain't really realizing, I ain't really understanding, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is really like lit like that. Like, so now you gotta think about it. We making music, we all hanging out. Now we going to the club across the street. So now it's hundreds of us listening to this shit. We got our group, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Flat, you know what I'm saying? So we going to the club. I remember Angie playing that shit. Shout out to Angie. DJ Angie from.
I played y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out.
Listen, this is before I was even like, bro, like somebody had to put me on the internet. I wasn't like, how do you see me? Like, how be on the ground? Somebody had to tell me to do that. I was never on the ground like that. I was never on the internet like that, bro. And I've been lit before. I was never on the ground like that. Somebody had to say, man, nah, you have to. But you have to. You got
your life on the camera.
But like my man, I swear to God, shout out to AC though. We call him AB though, but you know what I'm saying. I remember it probably was like 2019, 2020 or something like that. He was like, but I'm thinking I'm doing it. He was like, yo, y'all want to speak? I want to talk to you for a second. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, man, I think you should, you know, keep in the internet more. I'm like, I'm showing motherfuckers what I eat. I'm showing I don't know what else I'm supposed to be showing, but he's like, yo, like you gotta get it together, cause like, yo, like when you be around me, man, I want to put my phone out, but I don't want to put my phone out. It's like,
yeah, because like, it's your life,
right? So I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to see what he's saying now. You know what I'm saying? So really, you know what I'm saying? I took heed of that, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going out, me and my brother always doing something. So it's like, just start on the camera, put on the camera. Like, man,
what was that first song? You said was Angie played? Angie
Shout out to Angie. Yeah.
The first song she played was the first song you ever did?
Nah. That was probably like, nah. You want to hear something crazy? Because I was probably like 19 when she played my song. And I was recording my first song. I was probably like 14, so I probably was like the fucking 1,000th song at that point. And I'm only 19. You know what I'm saying? At that point, so it's like not 1,000 literally, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
you put some more work in.
Yeah, so it's like
track.
Right, so it's like it was one of them. So it's like, but man, shout out to Angie, man. She was so humble. She did not have to do that for me. You know what I'm saying?
Was you in it,
bro? I was, bro.
And how did that feel? Because you.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm
14.
I'm about to tell. I'm like 19.
I'm saying you shoot from 14 to 19. That shit, like you like already
so now it's like you gotta think about it. I'm still living in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We still who we are. We outside every day. We popping. We lit. You know what I'm saying? So again, we going to the club damn near every fucking week. So any nigga any rapper, any whoever, we going to the fur.
Right, know.
So at the end of the day, like nigga, if you lit, you gonna see us. You gonna see me. You gonna see my niggas. You gonna see whatever. It's whatever. However, like you know what I'm saying. So like, people started taking a notice of this shit. Like these niggas coming in fly as fuck, buying bottles, standing on couches every Friday. They gotta put respect on them, man. And we right here. You know what I'm saying? We literally right here. You know what I'm saying?
You know, your business now is our business too. Yeah.
Not like that, but
yeah. I know what you mean. Though it's business. We live here, so it's literally we support each other.
So we got, and it was like the whole. He showed the whole hood love. Like it wasn't even. I'm talking about the whole from the bottom to the top. You gotta show the whole hood love. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. But you gotta think. You got the rap element to it. I'm the young papa nigga in the hood. I'm rapping. Wasn't really nobody rap at the time. My first show. I'm gonna tell you after my first show. As a matter of fact, we started doing so much shit, and my shit we got so lit in the hood, bro. We got so lit in the hood, bro. Shout out to Garvey, the chosen one. You heard of Gerard Street Garvey?
I'm not sure.
Shout out to Gerard Street Garvey, the chosen one, a motherfucking cold legend in the city, in the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? So he had a record label. Not him, but he was signed to a record label across the street from my neighborhood where I was living at townhouse. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's always like, it's you know, It'd be that, you know what I'm saying? But the fucking label was like right on the next, like, you know.
Oh, was that?
Yeah. So I remember like one of the big homies like, yeah, you know, he was one of, you know what I'm saying? All that. What is that like? What is that from? Like, on the street. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
I'm like, okay, but even though my face good, it's still just like, it's still people know I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you're not right here. You're right here. You know what I'm saying? And it was when I went over there, the first song I dropped, I landed on his CD, which landed in DTLR, which was the number 27 CD under this one, Young Money and Mariah Carey CD dropped. So he was like number 3, top 7 CD in DTLR. The CD was called The Money Train. I think it was The Money Train. I think it was The Money Train, or was I think it was The Money Train. Something like that. But shout out to Gerard Street Dog, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? Whole triple team, shout out to Ray, shout out to Cat, shout out to Mike. We opened up for Boosie, Waka Flocka. I actually seen these people, you know what I'm saying? I remember I fucked up opportunity because again, and the same CD I'm on with him, Yo Gotti's on the same CD.
Oh, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So
right.
The Angela Lee.
Angela, yeah.
I don't know why I keep on saying her name.
Yeah.
I just see her name.
Yeah.
Just in the blog.
You gonna see her song?
Yeah.
Right.
So from that, like, did that help blow up or propel anything to the next level for you to start meeting the Waka Flockas and you know all the other
no, I feel like that helped me blow up as far as in my city and like in my area and where I'm from. You gotta think about it. I'm young. They playing my song in the first. This is the club we going to. This is the club we go to. They playing our shit where we from. What we represent, what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit meant something to us. It was people who wasn't even really talking, coming together for just the support of what I had going on, and that shit was powerful. And I think people saying that, and it was like, damn, like this shit is this. You know what I'm saying? Like it got to the point where though, it's like even still to the day, it's like, you know. We never seen nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? We never seen nobody like me coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying? People can say, hey, I actually know this person. I actually know this guy. You know what I'm saying? I actually know his kids. I know his baby mother. Like I
know the song. I know the song.
You know what I'm saying? I know what's up with bruh. I done seen bruh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that. I just, you know.
Did it open up doors to perform shows, or were you performing shows?
I'm gonna tell you about that. So now, mind you, this is the part of the game where I was kind of like getting frustrated at when I first started rapping because it was like always was handsome, always was fly. I'm just being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit sounds crazy.
Nah, that's being confident.
Yeah. Always been that. So it's like, but it was like, again, if you don't know the game, not even if you don't know the game, if you don't got the information, you know what I'm saying? Because again, it's like, for example, somebody might see us doing it. It's like, how the fuck y'all do? And they might got the plug. But it's like, you know what? I know this nigga. If I give him this plug, he gonna go the fuck up.
Yeah.
They gonna go the fuck up. Let me just not. You know what I'm saying? So I learned. I like that shit never stopped me. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't never stopped me. Nothing never stopped me. And it's nothing's never ever gonna stop me. That's the whole point. Like that's the whole point of this shit. And it was like and I'm like, damn. I mean, so nobody's performing. Like nobody. I'm doing all this shit. Me and my niggas trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because again, bro, we had social media back then. Right. But you know what? You know what? That might have been a double-sided sword. Now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like that's the best era we grew up in. Like,
right, it was.
We already seen people to grind,
Facts.
then we got the chance to see like, oh, they getting fast, so let them not be behind.
Facts.
Because the people like, y'all should get it, because these little niggas getting it.
Facts.
So in the middle, like, shit, I cannot not get it.
Yeah, but same time, it's like I feel like we in a not a better space, but I feel like we in a different space because again, it's like, you know, when you actually come from a place of knowing, you know, the worth of things, you know what I'm saying, that makes things different because, you know, at some point I didn't know the worth of things. I didn't know the worth of life. I didn't know the worth of, you know, just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had to be humble. I had to humble myself. You know what I'm saying? Life will humble you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I know my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but like Nessie also said, like, never let a hard time humble us. You know what I'm saying? So you take that shit and learn from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't take L's. I learn lessons. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, just what this shit in general was like. My first show was like, and that's why I feel like God blessed me, because it was like I always had good intentions with everybody I meet, anybody I meet from day one. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's like everybody not in the same frequency, but it's like I feel like if you got your shit, if you focus on some real shit and you got good energy, not that you have good energy, but that you're trying to do the right thing without no fuck shit, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit I went through, I was good, because it was like I never was like, man, I wasn't coming in. I wasn't trying to even. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Yeah, like, damn.
I ain't coming in platinum.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's how you feel, bro. So it's like that part of it. You know what I'm saying? So my first show, you gotta think about it now. I'm learning how to. I'm still having the connection to the record button. I'm my neighborhood now. We live now. You know what I'm saying? And my niggas, I don't have to be reaching out and, hey bro, I'm trying to record. They gonna book that for me. Hey, it's done. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do everything myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? I needed.
Yeah, no support system though.
I need I told you, I wasn't knocking on the door. That's like my motherfucking. That's almost like my dad. That's how nigga gave me my first pair of Dolce & Gabbana shoes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like and we living in the Jacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at that point it was like, I was so lit. Hey, we doing this. Okay.
What was your first show at?
I'm gonna tell you, my first show was at a club called The Space.
Okay.
It was on N Street, Northwest, across from the convention center. Right. So I remember there was like.
See, that's already a nice spot right there.
Right. So I remember. Marcy Black and them like, what you want to pull up in? They was like, man, shit is right. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm thinking like, but you know, I've always been a forward thinker. Like, I'm just like,
how you drive this motherfucker?
No. So think about it now. We still gotta think about it now. I'm popular, but you gotta think the space I'm in now, I can move around now. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I was stationary. I wasn't driving. Why would I have a motherfucking Ferrari pull up
so I can't even park that?
Nigga,
can't even park this motherfucker.
Oh, you got a Ferrari?
Yeah.
This is not my Ferrari. This is not mine. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but all the time, we was moving like a team at every nigga. We went to the McDonald's 20 deep. We went to the motherfucking Giant 15 deep. Everybody. So I'm like, you know what? Nah. We need to stretch home. I want the whole motherfucking hood to come. I want everybody to come. Nigga, we had niggas. My man couldn't even get in because he was too young. Type shit. So that's how my first show. I got signed after my first show. My first show. Nigga, we pull up to the show. It's lit. The bitch packed. Now mind you, I'm focused, this is my first show. I got my niggas with me, I'm feeling good. This bottle's flowing, whatever the case may be. Stretching, I'm a photographer on this bitch. I go to the motherfucking door, first person I see. And when I had like a gray cardigan zipper joint on, like a white shirt. I went to H&M downtown that day. I remember that shit, bro.
The swag coming up.
Bro, I remember this shit, bro. And fucking, I go to the door, and first person I see is my mother. I'm like, damn, this shit lit. She's like, oh, you think I was gonna come? I'm like, oh shit. And bro, killed that shit. And my daughter was born after that show. I named her Music. She literally, bro, it was my first show, hella packed. Person that signed me was at that show. My daughter got born. After that, I pulled her to the hospital and stretched. I'm like, bro, we fucked up. Poor nigga fucked up on them. Yeah, bro. After my show, had my daughter, nigga.
I ain't gonna
It's on God, nigga.
The best blessing you can get in a row, like
For real though, for real. And her name music. You know what I'm saying?
triple threat. When they come, the blessings come in threes, the stick come in threes. That's a three right there.
That was definitely it was a triple threat. I was definitely grateful for that night. Shout out to Flago. Shout out to Crunchy Black. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BGM Louis. Shout out to Lucci. Shout out to Slando. Shout out to Flip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man 1200 Facts. Man. Shout out to the whole Tyler Fly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to E. Shout out to J.O. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
So that
you know
night was a success, right? Success.
Yeah.
You had to do it right.
So I was getting signed. Getting signed. How was that?
Okay, well, as far as what part of it, just
Yeah, like how I go about like people don't know this sign. 'Cause you came
I don't know
in.
if I want to say.
No, just, you know what I'm saying? You already came like a superstar.
Right.
You feel me? Like
Right.
you already got the entertainment,
Right.
you know, aspect of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people like. You got
I mean,
selling expert.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. So okay, so I say this. It's like you gotta think about it. I was already accustomed to certain things. So it's like you can't really come up to no nigga like me
No
a
bullshit.
certain way. You know what I'm saying? You can't nobody. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I actually got the deal, it was like I was tied in with my niggas, of course, but I was also rapping with my one of my best friends named D Mac. You know what I'm saying? He got right. So shout out to the whole 41. Shout out to the whole got right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like. It's almost like my brother, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, me and him, my god brother Adon, the one I told you from the studio, that's his actual cousin. So just imagine we're rapping at the same time. I'm from where I'm from, but it's still my friend. I'm at his shows, he at my shows. He's the one who's put me onto the shows for real. You know what I'm saying? So when I got my first deal, I told him like, you know, I don't want to sign him that shit. I signed him too. You know what I'm saying? They did that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my first deal went. It was with it was my man Buck. It was with Buck. It was my man E. On Point Entertainment. I'm super grateful for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I was a little younger. You know what I'm saying? So I really wasn't just super. I wasn't focused how I supposed to have been focused. You know what I'm saying? So, but they definitely did their best to get my message heard. You know what I'm saying? And spread awareness what I had going on. You know what I'm saying? Just them seeing me in raw form like that, me looking back and just like seeing it back then. You know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to mold it. You know what I'm saying? I commend them for that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, all the men around. You know what I'm saying? But I was like super deep in the streets at the time. You know what I'm saying? Super.
I'm already a celebrity. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that, bro. They wanted better for me. You know what I'm saying? They wanted better for me for real. And it was like I don't. At the time, I wasn't hip to that shit. I wasn't like I wasn't responsible. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, open up a Soulja Boy when I was talking to them. Man, what else? I did so much shit with them, but like they showed me, you know what I'm saying? It's another side of life. Like it's real loud rich niggas out here like walking around, bro.
Yeah, that's not always on
like,
TV.
Yeah, so like they showed me that, like, oh nah, niggas pulling up the big ass mansions. Niggas, I'm talking about, I'm in the nigga E. The nigga E from the label and shit. I went to the studio one day and the nigga picked me up. And this nigga had a 750. This one the 750s first. This one the 750s first it dropped. Now it wasn't always 750s out now. If you know cars, you know what I'm saying. So you know your cars, you know the 750s.
Probably had to wait in line.
So he crashed this bitch, but he ain't crashed. But it was like he hit something, right? So, but we live. I'm like, damn, bro, nigga, this shit. Like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, next time we go to the studio, he was like, oh, I'm going to go to Hawaii tonight. And like, when he said that shit, I was like, this nigga cars crashed.
He said, I don't care. I'm going to Hawaii.
I figured
he didn't say okay. He like basically like, I mean, I'm about to go to Hawaii, so it was really that energy, like really didn't give a fuck, like
I do.
Yeah.
I deal with it later.
And went to Hawaii. Called me from Hawaii. Yeah, man. The studios. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, like I said, it was like a 3-person label, like 3-person entertainment group. Like when I first actually signed a contract, it was in a fucking big ass building. was some white lady in there. Like I don't even remember the lady name. My first show, they put my not that actually, but when I got signed, they put a show together for me. Hella people at the show. It was
They did their thing for you.
yeah, but it was like again, I knew this is when Fat Trail was first about to. This is like when some Fat Trail was like bubbling. But right before he was like popped up, I'm like, bro, like you gotta shoot videos. Like the internet is the way now, so they were so connected. They wanted me to go to different cities and different states and like shake DJs' hands and actually meet the DJs, and that was definitely a part of the game. But I felt like we, you know what I'm saying, we should have actually just shot more visuals, just got more content opposed to making great records, and you know what I'm saying. So
Behind the same mode.
yeah, so at that time, I was still kind of like rebelling, like, man, I don't really know if I want to do this, you know what I'm saying, no more. And my man Joe Millionaire, Young Amster, shout out to Young Amster. This is another guy that my godbrother low key had like a whole little dream team, because this is his like producer, but he was my age. So again, we all kind of grew up in the same studio, but we still got our different lives and still chasing our own dreams. So like but he's like, man, yeah, bro, we need to put tape out, bro. Like niggas say less. I put the tape out. I'm recording these songs the whole summer with him. So
You still with the
I'm still the manager, but it's like I'm not what I am. But it's like I'm not really. I'm kind of like on some shit like, bro, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's the era. Like it's the era everybody was starting. You know, everybody was like, I'm gonna go drop my tapes.
But it was like I'm on a contract, so like you can't do certain shit.
Everybody was still Donkey High celebrity.
Nah.
Everybody
So,
was
like,
doing
and it was weird because it was like
Everybody said, "Fuck, I'm leaking."
yeah, it was like I did
what
that.
you call it.
What?
Like
As far as like
Christian
album.
No, as far as the album, I heard people say
Mixtape.
mixtape. You don't pay if you gonna get paid. You know, it's not considered an album. You know what I'm saying? It's not considered towards your contract.
I mean, you know, even at that time, I don't even think streaming was a thing at the time. I mean, it was like that, Pip and all that shit, but like actual Spotify and how you gonna now
the
what
albums and all that.
Nah, but it was
Titles.
like the way again you gotta think about it. So I took the deal. They was getting posters put up for me and all that shit. So this shit is still building my brand up in the neighborhood. So it's like it's just everywhere I got like I'm selling my CDs on the corner, like hand for hand.
Still,
No, I'm talking about like I got the deal. Yeah, of course I didn't get no big ass lump sum of money.
I don't. Yeah.
So like
But my last question, like, not to cut you off. Like,
Yeah.
that time was like, were you still backing yourself, basically, like still funding yourself?
nah.
Okay.
They was
Alright.
they definitely were doing that, but it was like I still, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was more responsible and like on my shit for real for a high post, man, that shit would have went smooth because I was already meeting people from Rock Nation, Rockefeller back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already eating dinner with motherfuckers who was like I don't even want to say nobody's name, but
Not
it
just
was-
multi-millionaires.
yeah, I mean, just yeah, like and I remember I had a show in New York at one time, man. I had a show in New York one time. We in this big ass fucking house and shit, and I was sick, so I don't know who house it was. We pulled up, you know, the niggas in the movies outside the door in New York with the jackets and shit, like open the door for you and shit,
Oh, yeah.
all this type of shit, right? It's funny as shit.
Got the car key to go.
Yeah, all this shit though, bro. I don't give a fuck. I gotta take a shit. I literally went, whoever I'm telling me, I fucked their bathroom up, right? Niggas like, man, what the fuck? I hear niggas like, man, he needed to fuck on my bathroom. I'm sick as fuck. My stomach fucked
I'm
up.
dying here. Be human.
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
Oh God though. So listen, I had some motherfucking shoes. This was up against the wall was lit. I had bought some Lord. They wasn't like these red box, but they was like some, you know, like some fake fly high top jumps. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I can rock these.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, now mind you, I got my outfit put in the kitchen I got my outfit put on the table and shit. So it's like I can walk around and shit. Niggas like, man, walking and shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the bad.
Right.
What I'm saying.
These older niggas too now. So you know how older niggas be. They don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a fuck. They be young nigga fuck you. Nigga,
You done fucked the whole party.
Exactly, nigga. Yeah, I could have went there and did anything. They would be like, oh yeah. But it's all love though. It was all love. But it was like, I remember, dog. One of the niggas in there picked my shoes up. He was like, "Whose shoes are these?" No, he picked them up. He was like, "Whose shoes are these?" Knowing damn well they my shoes. I'm just like, those mine right there. He was like, oh, he said these hot right here, yo. But I wouldn't wear them. I'm just like, okay.
You gonna say they look
I'm
good?
not, okay. The same person I'm talking about. Like head of Puma right now. So I look back like I see why he said that. Like this
You
is
stole my design.
nah. But
You stole
nigga,
my
hey,
stole
bro,
my shit.
shout out to Puma, bro. Like nah, but like
Took
I
my
said,
reference track.
not even. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not even. But it was like I seen his vision because again, me being a businessman, looking at the young niggas now, I wouldn't wear everything.
No,
But some certain shit I know would sell though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I feel he looked at it from that point of view, and I feel like I respect him and respected my mind back then without even knowing.
How you could,
You know what I mean? How I was coming. Yeah. So it's like
I won't win, but they hot.
right. Well, they even how to, and then he from New York, so you know.
What's the respect thing?
I love New York. Shout out to him, shout out to Rock Nation, shout out to Puma. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you never know. I might got some shit with Puma coming in the future. You know what I'm saying?
So you did the rapping. Like, how long into the rapping did you do?
How did they give me popping?
No, yeah, you got the pop. Like, you already had the pops, right?
Yeah,
you got saying, you got, you know what I'm saying.
Right. So, yeah.
You already had the pops. You know what I'm saying. I credit due was, you know what I'm saying.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank
Real
you.
shit.
Right.
So you already had your own thing. Everybody already believed in you. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Nobody.
You know what? Can I stop you there?
Good.
It's damn, bro. Like when you just said everybody believes you, it's like, you know, like it's different hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was. And I want to say, bro, like anybody watching this who ever supported me, man, thank you, because it's like it sounds like damn, like motherfuckers will support me. You know what I'm saying?
I say you never get to read your own book. You get to sell it.
Facts.
If I like your story, I like your story. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I have to listen to you so I can tell.
Facts.
You just telling your story.
Right.
If I can understand, like, damn, he had a whole back.
Damn right.
Some people don't have that. Some people get the first book. You had niggas that was from your father to other men in your community.
Right.
Everybody don't get
That's
that.
a blessing.
It's a blessing. Right. And you took it and that took it for granted and you still
Right.
doing.
Hell yeah.
And passing it, passing it
Yeah.
on. So from there, how do you go to acting? From the rapping? That's
How do you
the rapping.
Right. To be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack with you. I watch a lot of YouTube, right? But as a younger kid, my dad, like again, me and my dad, like me and my son, like how me and my son is, that's how me and my dad was. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 5 daughters, I got 1 son. He my youngest kid, you know what I'm saying? So you know me and him, you know what I'm saying, close as shit, you know what I'm saying? So I love my other kids too, but I had to say that on camera, you know what I'm saying? But he's my only son, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's boy. They know that though. They know that though, you know what I'm saying? But it's like my first movie I watched, the first movie I ever watched was Scarface. I'm 3 years old.
I think we all about that time.
Scarface, I'm watching Scarface, I'm watching MC Hammer, right? I'm watching New Jack City. Like I remember these movies. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
94, 93
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. So it's like you know that shit, and then the way my father was living at the time, it was like life was just like I'm going to Pentagon City every fucking 2-3 days.
Then one more in this area.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like my fucking vision and mental was like I'm seeing so many different colors. I'm eating different foods. I'm seeing different shit. So it's like I always had a vivid imagination, and I always loved good movies. Like good movies. I always like I said, from the Seinfeld to Dry Humor to Blackish to like Slow Down Dirty Shame to fucking all the old shit, all the Fridays, the Pink Wheels, all that. You know what I'm saying? From the low end shit. You know what I'm saying? I got the hookups, all that. The Glass Dons,
about it.
Facts.
Dog drink.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? All that. So it's like, I think in the pandemic. No, I don't want to say the pandemic because I was watching him before that. I want to say 2019. I had seen the clip on Instagram of this black dude, like dark skin and shit. He had like at the time his dreads were like this. He was going to the store, but he was like on some shit like point of view, like yeah, he's just walking, but I hear the voice in the background. But I'm like, damn, where you from? He from Chicago though. Funny as shit is the nigga Corporate. You heard of Corporate?
Yeah.
So this one he was first doing this shit. This one was first doing this shit. So I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, bro, this nigga funny as shit, bro. And I'm like, bro, like think about how that shit be. It's just like that here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it would be funny if we did that shit. And I'm thinking like, bro, I can do that. So first, I wrote a movie. I wrote own movie before I was even in any movie. And my shorty can vouch for this. Like I have it on it's the facts. I was doing fucking casting calls for the movie during the pandemic. Right? So this is like June, July. And I had people all that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time doing it. Just even trying to put something together like that. You know what I'm saying? Pandemic, this, that. Still like little limitations for certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of hard to put together, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no experience. You know what I'm saying? And shit. Because it's hard getting a lot of people together at one time. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, I'm still watching this shit, but I wrote another movie. So I wrote 2 movies already in the chamber, right? So I get a phone call. One day. My man like, yeah, bro, this nigga needs a mic. He needs a nigga with some tats, bro. He's like, I know you can do it. I'm like, shit, where you at? I do it. So shout out to the whole staff of Amber. It's a movie. It's a movie geared towards child trafficking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So of course they wanted me to play the bad guy.
Of course, you're tax.
Of course,
we said tax, bro. I already know.
This shit about to get. They about to be on demon time.
You're already black. It don't matter where you about to get.
Exactly. So it was like it's a whole the staff. It's like the staff of I'm not sure if it's jujitsu or like some type of karate or some type of martial arts. It's a whole staff for them. They the ones who put the movie together. So that was my first time on set, actually meeting real independent actors, as I'm an independent artist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Respecting their grind, seeing that shit behind the scenes. Like, damn, they really doing the shit I'm doing, but it's like on another scale. Like they doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But they still funding their own stuff. They getting up every day, figuring that shit out, trying to cultivate new ways to get lit. And, you know what I'm saying? And chase the bag. Not chase the bag, but you know what I mean?
Welcome to craft.
Facts. So I appreciate that shit because it's like, bro, I'm a real creative. Like I feel like any real creative, like you're creative. This is what creatives do. A motherfucker who's not creative, unfortunately, is not going to understand you. No matter how hard you try to beat their motherfucking head with this shit. Like, listen, this is this. I don't get it. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get why I'm fuck with this camera right now. You're not gonna get why I don't want to watch TV because I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get why I don't want to.
Yeah. Do certain shit. Yo, I want to go sleep. I'm out all night.
Bro, like,
yo, then party. I'm not partying. I'm here working. I'm trying to get shit together. Not partying.
So like the same shit that you you gotta hit motherfuckers with this shit sometimes. It's like the same shit that you're watching or supporting or streaming. This is what I'm doing. This is the end goal. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta just break it down to people. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. So it's okay for you to watch, say, Cheese and The Breakfast Club and Carisha. They're spending time away from what their family do this.
Yeah, you
should. The Shade Room. This is what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this is what Moneybagg Yo was doing. This is what Bow Wow was doing. This is what Future. This is what these people are doing.
So this is what Tom Brady going through right now.
This is what Drizzy is doing. You feel what I'm saying? So like, this is what I have to do. I'm watching the bricks. I'm not watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching. You know what I mean?
So like
that was my first movie. Then my manager, KB, shout out to KB. Hell of a manager, bro. Hell of a manager.
Was your first role like a big role? Just
that was my first role.
It was like
it wasn't like no big role. No, it was a role though. It was like I say probably like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But like this is my first time behind the camera or in front of the camera in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So
do you feel like that was different from like saying the rapping aspect, like working wise, like you still on set for like 4 hours?
Man, it was cold as shit out there, bro. I'm talking about like I wasn't prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't prepared for that. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't leave yet. Oh, my line's right here.
But with the acting shit now was like what I learned. You have to wear the same shit together. It's like. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first role. It wasn't a big role. I appreciated it. It definitely, I definitely got there with the acting bug that day. And my manager, who was like good friends with Polo, I didn't know Polo at first. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to always see him though. We used to always see each other. If he see me, I see him. So, you know, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember they, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting there for years. And I remember they was on a movie. It came to DC movie. And I pulled up. It was a movie set. But me and him already had a rapport prior to that.
Hey, you know you already face.
Yeah, I'm talking about we was already like, what's up,
like,
brother? We was already, what's up, you know what I'm saying? But we started the movie shit, and this is the first day. I'm saying this shit, and I'm like, yeah, I think about this, man. Like, this is. When I say young, I mean like if you're not like elderly, you know what I'm saying? Because elderly people won't consider everybody young. You know? I see a black man, fairly young, actually trying to put a movie together, bro. This shit is, to me, think about I already wrote 2 movies. I'm appreciating this way more probably than I can't say I appreciate it more than everybody else, but I'm looking at it from a different point of view. Like, damn, like he really doing this. Like this shit is, I'm looking at it like that. I told the nigga this shit, bro. I'm like, bro, like every time I talk to him, I'll be like, bro, like, I don't think you know, like, you know what I'm saying, what you done or what you cultivated. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
it.
know, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I tell him this shit all the time. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, bro, like,
That's
this
the
shit
same thing
lit,
too.
bro.
We had him warm. Like, it's
Yeah,
like, bro, you don't
this shit
understand.
lit. He don't know. He don't be knowing though, bro. He don't be knowing, bro. I be having to tell him, bro. Every time me and him talk, bro, we talking on the phone about 30, 40 minutes, bro. Not beat this nigga. Hey, bro, I don't think you know what's going on.
But
Nigga, my cousin called me, bro. I'm in Kingston, DC, right? I got a party where I'm performing on the stage, and the nigga smoking this thing. My cousin called me, bro. Like, man, I seen him. I'm like, what movie you talking about?
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, for real, man, that's tight. Another phone call. Hey, bro, that's you in the movie? Nigga, you know that's me in that goddamn.
All right, you called me.
Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Another call. Another motherfucking DM. Another text. Another Instagram. Another Facebook. Another. And this shit going up. Like, damn, like, all that. So I'm promoting this shit like crazy. And I didn't even have a role in the movie. I didn't have a role in the movie. It's just, that's just that. But I believe in this shit so much. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I go to other cities and states, bro, like, that's what you supposed to do. You supposed to, this nigga, ain't nobody from the movies never like that.
Right.
Everybody's supposed to be supporting that. We from here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's what I would want. I would want my brother to support me like that. You know what I'm saying? He gave me opportunity to be in a movie. So like, nigga, I gotta support that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody in the movie should support that. But they do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just not, I'm talking about every movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so like I said, I appreciate that shit and him just for everything. But it's like, bro, like, knowing what it takes to do this shit and actually seeing somebody go against the odds and just push through the bullshit, push through problems, family, whatever. I'm getting this shit done. I seen him on certain days. He was like, bro, like, I ain't feeling like this shit up. This shit up.
What
You
was
know
you
what I'm
doing
saying?
it for?
Bruh, now look. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be a good follower to be a good leader. That's what motherfuckers be having the shame or just pride or just like, bro, how you gonna know how the fuck you gonna know this some shit you don't know what the fuck you doing?
How you gonna
You know what the fuck
lead if
you
you
doing?
don't follow nobody? You know
Come
what I'm saying?
on, bro.
You don't follow
Like I
the
said,
leader. How
You
you
still
gonna lead?
gotta learn.
Yeah, you
Man,
gotta learn from
You know what I'm
somebody.
saying? Shout out to my OG Flacco. Shout out to Crunchy Black. Shout out to Whites. Shout out to 1200 Feeds. Shout out to Fats. Shout out to J.O. Shout out to Ease. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had some good men around. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, we all fly. Wasn't nobody over. He fly. No, everybody fly. Everybody, how I'm looking, that's how everybody look. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Just saying this shit, bro. Like, you know, I fucking movie in Marlow, bro. In the movie theater, bro.
That's good too.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, bro, like that shit psyched me out.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I went and seen that shit, I was like, this shit crazy, bro. But I was like, you know, I didn't really know how to react. You know what I'm saying?
I did it. I accomplished it. Now it's like I'm looking at it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I didn't know it was gonna be. I didn't know it was gonna be in the theaters the first time. I didn't know that. Nobody knew that. We just think you know what I'm saying? I'm supporting him because I believe in this shit and I believe in the vision. You know what I'm saying? As a creator, I'm like, no, I believe in this shit, bro. And this shit is going up. That shit, the first one, niggas ain't even seen no, like, that shit better go up some more. Niggas don't even know. But I know. You know what I'm saying? But that shit about to go up some more.
I say when it catch fire, everything catch fire.
And then you gotta think about it. Kings of DC was like a real street movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That showed a good glimpse of how that shit, you know what I'm saying, go on. And like niggas is really rocking around with them sticks and there's really shit, there's really them instances that's happened. History says that. Not even just current, just history says that. You know what I'm saying? So, but the black cleaner comedian is funny. It's something you can bring everybody, your mom, your aunt, your grandma can watch this. You know what I'm saying? This shit is going to go.
Yeah, I said that shit.
This shit going up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the motherfucking movie, man. Shout out to everybody in the lot. Y'all did y'all motherfucking thing, man. Everybody in the lot, man. Every comedian, every person, everybody, bro. Salute.
So I know you're a triple threat. So you got the rapping, you got the acting, and like I said, I've been following you, since the stuff of the movie for a while now. So I've been like really watching you.
Yes, sir.
You've been talking back and forth.
Damn right.
Show.
Damn right.
Got that modeling.
Damn right.
Oh, man. What the hell? How you get to that?
Man, shout out to the road agency, man. Shout out to the road agency. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to Harley. Shout out to the whole Road University, man. Every single person. Shout out to the new model too, man. But yeah, that was something I always want to get into. But salute to my man. Noya. If y'all on Instagram, follow him I think it's at Wednesday 365, but his name is Noya. This is my dog. I've been knowing him since about 2014, 2015. He's a young man. We need more black men that's gonna connect the dots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we for real, because it's like, bro, like we need people like that. This man my age, bro. Like I'm probably like a little younger than me or something like that. One random this is before I was even I've been lit, but I'm talking about it's different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before it was even like that, bro, he hit me on Instagram on a random ass day. He was like, man, I'm putting together this group of, I feel like power players, bro. We all need to connect, bro. Fuck that. Straight up. And I'm talking about, and we all was like, connected.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Way before, like, no, mind you, this is like a year or two in. I really truly don't know how this shit even happened, but I remember Harley. I remember us being in the same group chat because we all know the same people. And I had seen that shit like a fly for some shit. It was like a fly for some shit, right? And I replied to this shit, or like I submitted a picture or something like that, and I got accepted to the first tryout, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, the trial run.
Yeah, everybody got to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like, you
know
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no, I ain't excluded from that process. Like nobody is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so everybody got to own it. I don't give a fuck who you are, who you think you are. You supposed to be.
The best actors good for acting.
This is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the model shit different, you know what I'm saying? So I did that. It was different, you know what I'm saying? I met a lot of different people. I got the second call back, and that's when Corona hit. So, mind you, I've been waiting, so I've been like, damn, like, so I'm still recording, still going out, I'm still making hella content, still making music, I'm still shooting videos, I'm still out of town. I recorded half my album, 1200 Radio 2020 in Vegas. Shout out to Mo, shout out to Squeeze, shout out to Kai, shout out to Nolan, shout out to everybody in Las Vegas. Shout out to Bloom Lounge. Shout out to the Bloom Lounge in Las Vegas, man. If y'all ever in Las Vegas, go to Bloom Lounge. They're my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Go
shout out. Bloom Lounge. You know, yeah. And also, Stuff My Turkey 702 in Vegas. That's my cousin restaurant. Make sure that if you ever in Vegas, go to Stuff My Turkey 702. But yeah, man, did half time out there, and was still working, and I still was rehearsing with them, so I still had to learn how to do model shit. Like, it's just not, you know what I'm saying? It looked like it's just, you just walk in and, nah, it's way more than that.
Yeah.
Way more than that, bro. Like, it looked like that, though.
I know
Right?
what you mean?
Yeah.
You just walk on the runway and come back.
Yeah, nah, it's the way you gotta walk, it's the way you gotta look, it's the way you gotta, it's just like, it's super, like, just that shit, like, motherfucking, that shit like motherfucking drill school, drill like a motherfucking. I be drilling shit.
Militant.
Like, yeah, like you wouldn't even think. Like you would like I can see how and why Beyonce. They say if they say Beyonce a certain way, I can see why, because it's like they strive for perfection. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a certain way you gotta do certain shit. It's a certain way you gotta look. A certain way you gotta present yourself. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit, like you know what I'm saying. I couldn't just like I said, even when we rapping, I still can't even really be doing certain shit on camera. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't be smoking on camera, nothing like that. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. You know?
I've never seen nothing negative.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying?
Time,
right. So it's like you gotta think about it. I'm a businessman, just like you are. So it's like, you know, when you start doing real business in these buildings, like, what the fuck is this?
Well, I know about your private life when you doing business.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Or just like shit they shouldn't really. It's just you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get my brand pumping. I don't. You know, if you want to ask me questions, ask me. You know what I'm saying? Go far.
That's how you make money for it before you get to know me personally.
Right. Yeah. So like that's how it be. But I love modeling. So like I said, that was 2020, and I think 2021 I got my first publication with the Washington Bridge. So shout out to the Washington Bridge. Shout out to Kirk and Floyd.
Was that your first modeling gig?
That was my first modeling gig. That was my first modeling gig. Yeah. That was my first modeling gig. That was in the newspaper.
That was New York, right?
That was in DC. That was DC streetwear.
Okay.
It was highlighting DC streetwear from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So, like I said, Kirk and Chloe, I won't say she's the owner of Madness, but her dad's owner, so she's basically the owner of Madness. You know what I'm saying? So she had all the vintage Madness that will never ever be ever in life touched or seen again. I actually got a chance to wear this for the photo shoot. A lot of other people from the model agency, Outdoor agency, they was actually there too. So it was like a lot of all days, like shooter sports, a lot of Madness vintage, back in the day type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first one. That was fun. That shit was lit.
I heard somebody say stuff there. A rapper was like, they did the modeling thing. But like, hey, did you guys like, damn, I worked my whole life for this. This motherfucker's going to model for what? He don't even model. He's a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
how he gets opportunity?
I mean, you know what though? Because it's like, I mean, I also thought that crossed my mind when I went there. But I feel like the way the internet going, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes everything again. So shout out to Harley. He's the owner. Not the owner. He's the CEO of the road agency. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of wheels. Yeah. Shout out to Big Mama Thing. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to Mr. GPS. Shout out to everybody at the road. It's just too many people.
I know. Never go.
Yeah, it's a whole lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying, it was like again, they got something called fashion, indie fashion. So they might got a certain look or certain designers that might not be for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna feel no way. And he knows that that's how the game goes. Like certain shit is for me. You know what I'm saying? They might want a certain look for certain. So of course, you know what I'm saying. So he has to have certain models. He just can't have a certain look. He has several models. Like you know what I'm saying. Don't none of his models look the same. So it's like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like that's the beauty of being in the book. So like everybody, and then he preaches that. Like he's like, you know, we're just not models. We're creators. We don't just, you know what I'm saying. We don't just ain't nobody. He tell you like, matter of fact, that he sent an email out like not too long ago about saying that, like you know what I'm saying, like you know, nobody's one sided here. Everybody's doing more than one thing. So we encourage everybody to do that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. He you know what I'm saying. He want people to be.
Go out there.
Yeah, so like, he want people to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't speak on how nobody personally feels. Like you know what I'm saying about what you said. Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it is a thing though. He's like, no, it is.
No, it's a thing, man. It's
a thing though.
The same as a rapper who rap their whole life. Somebody come for one night for one song, go boom. He's like, oh, how you?
I wouldn't be mad at that though. Because you gotta know the game though. It's like, bro, like. If we know the game now, right? That's it was happening. Right? I remember somebody said it about me, like, oh yeah, you just came out of nowhere. I was on the radio. I was like, but or something like that. It was that type of context, but it was like, you gotta know what I did before this.
Yeah.
You gotta know the people behind me. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know who's supporting me. So like, it ain't just me. So when you see somebody like super successful, you gotta know it's a lot of hands in that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people working towards a common goal. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Until you're working towards your own common goal, you're not gonna really understand that shit. So like, if somebody is lit, you gotta know the fucking work they put in for that shit. Like, even if you feel any type of way, you gotta know, like, nah, niggas, somebody working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody working hard. So like, that's when I first started doing this shit, I kind of was like, I was walking on my chest out, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, da 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 da. It's like, first I started doing this shit, I'm like, damn, like, nah. I had to humble myself, like, damn, I gotta these niggas doing this shit for real, like, you know what I'm saying? And I took a new mindset, like, damn, like, these niggas really just putting their best foot forward, and I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm hating, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to check myself when I first started doing this shit. Like, I had to check myself, like, nah, I'm hating, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So I be having to check niggas now, like, you hating. You know what I'm saying? So like, I be, you know what I'm saying? So now it's funny because I was like, when I first came out, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a certain way, feeling my rivals and shit. So now it's like, damn, now I get the same. I get it now. Yeah, I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be mad though. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I get it though. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part though, bro, like, yeah, I'm like I said, we never seen nobody like me before. It's like we never seen nobody like Brown.
You got what are your goals next 5 years?
Next 5 years? Well, it's funny you say that. Damn, I don't want to say I'm on camera, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just say
they can be still in the drip, bro.
Blueprints.
Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? So like,
if we can't do no 5, I make it a 2.
Right. So I feel like for me, you know what I'm saying? One of my goals was to walk in your fashion week, and I did that in October. You feel what I'm saying? So that was a big motherfucking accomplishment for me. Like, I wrote that down. Going back to the SMART goals, shout out to Harley again, the owner of the model company. He sent us an email and shit, I think last year. I just signed a contract with him too, by the way, so shout out to the agency. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he had sent us an email and shit about these SMART goals, and he was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, basically, what you got going on. If you don't put this shit out, then you ain't a part of what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So build my SMART goals out, and that was one of New York Fashion. That shit was like far-fetched to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not far-fetched, but it was like, you know.
I reach it to your mind.
I mean, I never did no modeling shit. I never did nothing for modeling. Like, I never did that. I you know what I'm saying? So I think I got an email, some email I seen this shit, like, something more in New York. Went up there. Shout out to Kenya. Shout out to DJ Astro. Shout out to Cecil in Harlem. Shout out to the whole staff in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody showed me, they ain't showed me nothing but love. Everybody. Shout out to everybody in Harlem. So went up there. Got picked for the Shinze. So shout out to Shinze. Shinze. She's actually in California. And she's I forget what part of Africa she's from, but her product line had got picked to represent you know, the African culture as far as what they got going out there. So her whole the same so that was dope, you know what I'm saying? So but got picked up there, got picked to do that. And I couldn't really congratulate me and shit. It was like I really couldn't even fathom that shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do this shit. And went up there, did that shit, and like one, two, three, 4 other people from my agency got picked to do it too. It was all female stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was a hell of a time. And like I said, everybody just showed me nothing but love, bro. Like, it's another place I'm going back. I supposed to went up there. I had invited to go back up there last Saturday. I got booked for the show in Atlanta. So I had to go today.
And I was about to my next question. Like,
yeah.
So you can't get your failure game plan, keep the soul.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. See, now you see what I'm saying. Right.
So you got the trifecta going on. So what would you do if one get the pop before the other? So you become a successful rapper like I told this when the millions kick in.
Facts.
Or the $1 million rapper, the $1 million actor, the $1 million model.
I'm saying you said if which one pop off first.
It wouldn't matter. Like, what you had to?
You gotta think about it. I'm a hustler now. You know what
I'm just saying,
so,
what you do though. I know.
What I do?
Yeah, because you got
you're right.
25 hours a day. You can't do everything
right.
The hardest
right.
one day. You feel
right. Right. Again,
when you put that focus on, you feel
I'm
me?
gonna tell you. See the way to see. That's why I say, man, I'm blessed to have people around me. It's like, no matter what pop off, it can be whatever pop off. Like, you know, I'll still get the support from the road agency. It's like everybody, like I said, there's probably like 4 or 5 actors that are full blown models that have been modeling for years. So it's like you gotta change the times though. So it's like now it's about content. So these models are having the faces and the bodies to act. You know what I'm saying? And to be in commercials or whatever the case may be. So that's all that shit gonna coincide. So it's like even if I do pop, let's say rap pop off first, right? Let's say rap pop off. I'm still need I might need a female, I might need a model, I might need this. So but my CEO, the model agency, he's so plugged up. So it's like
you already network.
Yeah, so it's you know what I'm saying? So it's all gonna work out.
I feel you.
You know what I'm
saying? Got you.
Right. So like it's all about which one I wanna just like you said, which one I wanna put the super focus on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can, like I said, we in a different time now. I feel like I'm able to multitask.
Money out there everywhere.
Right.
You got anything you want to tell anybody else that's coming up in the future that you're working on before we get out of here?
Do I want to tell them what I got working on?
Yeah, in the future. You know, you got everything, man.
Yeah.
You got everything coming up.
I tell you this, my B-Day coming up this month. You know what I'm saying? I got
happy early birthday
I
to you,
appreciate
man.
that, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got something special coming up. I got something special coming for that. I don't want to say, man, because I'm a man of surprise. You know what I'm saying? So, but they gonna see though.
I got you.
They gonna see.
Go ahead and tell me before you again.
Yeah, man, it's the big 1200 man, Baby Stunna, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at 1200 money, YouTube 1200 money. What else? We got Twitter 1200 money. We got TikTok. I'm on TikTok too. Everybody loves 1200 money. What we got, man? Spotify,
The music.
Spotify, Apple Music. Search and stream all of that. Yeah, man. Make sure you go check out the movie, The Lot, man. This motherfucking DMV classic. Shot by World War Polo. Shot by Marco. Shout out to Diego. Shout out to Hustle 5 Wings. Shout out to Nico. The whole squad. You know what I'm saying? SCKMediaTV.com, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, man, stay tuned, man. Hottest in the city. Baby motherfucking Stunna, Big 1200, man. Unpleasant Thoughts. Podcast, you know, feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming out. It's your boy Style, got no lie.
An alcoholic percentage.
Yes, sir.
Cool.